Hey everyone, my name is Michelle, and today I want to share with you our 6-day cabinet painting project transformation. I wanted to show you how much you can save with painting your own cabinets and having it look like a kitchen you always imagined. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and hope it guides you in your home renos. If you enjoyed this video and find it helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. So we just bought our first house and was excited to start making the home our own, but started realizing renovation costs a lot of money. I always wanted a white and navy kitchen, but what we soon realized was a full kitchen cabinet renovation starts from $6,000. And that's not even for wooden cabinets, that's for MDF. And I was like, no way am I spending that much. Then one day I was watching some of the Property Brothers episode, and there was an episode where they salvaged their cabinets and spray painted to help with their budget. So I inquired for that and found other vendors, and it cost $4,000. Crazy, right? So my husband, the budget master, started to calculate how much it would cost if we did it ourselves. So we paid $400 for a high quality spray painter. We used the Graco Magnum X5 and around 3 pails of paint, and that was around $200. So in total, that's around $600. What a deal, right? Well, we gave it a shot and wanted to see if this whole process was worth the effort, time, and the money. So let's get started. First off, you will need to take all your kitchen cabinets off. Make sure to label them so you know where they go after. We thoroughly cleaned our cabinets using water and TSP. Oh my gosh, so disgusting. The oil that's on the cabinets, you really need to make sure it's clean. After we did that, we started lightly sanding away. After you finish sanding, we went back and put in wood filler in some of the cabinet holes that we knew we wanted to change the hardware for. So this is the time to do that. Ensure it has time to harden and dry before your first primer coat. After the wood filler, we used a tack cloth to get all that small dust particles out. And I almost forgot to mention, when you sand, always make sure to wear a mask and goggles. You'll be needing that most of the time during this painting process. This took us about 2 hours to 3 hours just cleaning and sanding. Alright, it's time to start spray painting. The setup of the machine does take quite some time to ensure the paint is through the hose and making sure that the pressure of the spray paint is what you desire. It's important to test that out so you don't get blotches and such. So the first paint step is to prime all the cabinets. So our whole process was prime one side and then set it out to dry. We use plastic cups to hold our cabinets up. So noob, I know. One trick I learned with the spray gun is always to start the spray gun outside of the surface, then finish the cabinet in one whole motion and end outside of the cabinet. This prevents the splatter or spit of the gun. You want to make sure everything is super even. Once you get the hang of that, things go by pretty quick. I paint, my husband carries, and places a new cabinet. The flow goes pretty fast. We had around 25 cabinets, and it took me around 45 minutes just to do one side. So after you wait around 4 hours, you can flip your cabinets and prime the other side. The primer dries pretty quick. We had no issues with cups leaving marks on our cabinets. We used the Benjamin Moore Advanced Primer. It costs around $40. Alright, it's day 2. First paint coat time. So because I wanted a 2-tone kitchen, the top white and the bottom navy, this definitely extends the paint job. So if you're just planning on doing one color for your kitchen, it will take even less time. So the top cabinets, I chose the color White Dove in the sheen Pearl, also using Benjamin Moore's Advanced Paint. I found the white a little bit difficult to see when painting over the white primer, so make sure you have good lighting. Same process as the primer. I painted one side, one coat, brought it into the house, into my sketchy red cup setup. So because I wanted to do 2 coats of paint on our cabinets, so it was a harder finish, you will need to wait around 12 to 16 hours for drying before applying the second coat. We woke up early in the morning at 7 a.m. to paint our first coat on one side, and then late at night at 11 p.m. to midnight, we were putting the second coat on that same side. The reason why we did it this way was so that we didn't have to keep flipping back and forth during the drying periods when we were putting it on our red cups to dry. Yay, it's day 3, we're halfway there. Now we are painting the other side of the cabinets with a first coat of white dove. The paint from day 2 should be already dried, so putting it on our red cups wasn't much of an issue. Make sure to always double check after painting if there is any dirt. Our garage was a bit dusty, so sometimes I would see specks of dust on my fresh paint. You can easily just take that out with a tweezer, no problem. It doesn't even show a mark. Alright, it's day 4. It's navy time. I would say painting the cabinets navy was a lot easier than the white. You can see the paint coverage so much better. So same workflow as before, we would spray paint the first coat at 7 a.m. and then the second coat on the same side at 11 p.m. Then, day 5, we would flip the cabinets to the primer side and start our first coat at 7 a.m. and our second coat at 11 p.m. A good tip for this is to always do the back side first. You can kind of test out how everything looks like and then do your bestest, most careful job in the front side. Yay, it's the last day, it's install day. The Benjamin Moore Advanced Paint, though it dries to the touch after 4 hours, the paint still needs to completely harden and cure for about a month. So you really need to be gentle with everything when you're putting the cabinets back. Here we are slowly putting things together, figuring out where our cabinets go. It definitely helps to have 2 people in this process. Everything is starting to look really great and everything is coming together. We swapped all the hardwares to these Amazon ones I found, which are really affordable and also upscales the cabinets a bit more. So here's the final product. As you can see here, this is the kitchen before. I think this is a huge upgrade from our Builder Brown to this modern 2-tone kitchen. It definitely brightens up the kitchen so much. I feel this was definitely a really good DIY reno project. It doesn't take the full 6-day period, only a couple hours per day. Because of COVID and us being blessed to be able to work from home, we were able to do all of this. If I were to recommend, this would be a good project for a vacation week off. So I hope you learned a lot about cabinet painting. Feel free to leave me any questions or comments below. Thanks so much for tuning in.